Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sabanson. Welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have a very serious show for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, as y'all know, we've been chronicling this situation with Kawhi Leonard pretty much every other day now, and today we have another update for you. For those of you who are new to the channel, you may think, oh, damn, Charles is like Kawhi Leonard. What's going on here? Kawhi Leonard had been my favorite player in the NBA since 2017. Okay, he had been my favorite player. And one of the things that made me gravitate towards Kawhi Leonard was because he came from the same kind of school of Kobe Bryant. I remember in an All-Star game, I believe it was in 2016, where Greg Popovich asked Kobe to stay in the air Kawhi Leonard. And ever since Kobe started working out with him, his game absolutely transformed. And I remember a game when the San Antonio Spurs played against the Sacramento Kings, against DeMarcus Cousins and these guys. And DeMarcus Cousins was like, I heard he was working with Kobe. Like, he's good. He's really, really good. And so if Kobe's gravitating towards this guy, he had a kind of similar playing style to Kobe, then ultimately I'm going to gravitate towards him. I like two-way players. Kawhi Leonard play on two sides of the ball. Then the year he moved to the Toronto Raptors, at the beginning of the season, I predicted that the Toronto Raptors were going to win. Was it the season or going into the playoffs? I predicted that the Raptors were going to win the NBA championship. And I remember when they got down to Philly, people writing them off. I remember when they got down to Milwaukee, people writing them off, and I picked them all the way to win the NBA championship. And I remember people like Stephen A. Smith even knowing after, I think Kevin Durant got hurt or something like that, they were picking the Warriors to beat the Raptors, and then now turn around and say if KD was healthy, the Raptors would win, even though knowing damn well he already picked the Raptors to lose anyway. So I was there. I was there when he joined the Clippers. I was one of the people that thought that the Clippers were going to win the title in 2020. I was talking a lot of trash. And when they lost, in Game 7 against the Denver Nuggets, I was one of the people that was made like an absolute fool. But nevertheless, I stayed the course. The next year in 2021, they get to the second round. Kawhi Leonard gets injured in game, was it 4 or whatever it was? I don't remember, against the Utah Jazz. And then from that point forward, it had been nothing but disappointment. And I supported him all the way up until last year. But after a while, I got tired of the constant disappointment. I got tired and tired and tired. Then this story broke by Pablo Torre, and it absolutely blew up the NBA world. Everybody and their grandmother has been talking about it. We've discussed the ramifications, potential ramifications for Kawhi Leonard, the potential ramifications for the Clippers and Steve Ballmer. But then I came across some sound here from Gilbert Arenas that really surprised me, because Gil is looking at it from a different standpoint. And Gil is essentially saying that the way the Clippers are treating Kawhi Leonard, and they seem to be selling him out, is something that he believes is going to haunt them for the rest of their lives, because given the way that they're abandoning Kawhi, no new superstar will want to sign with this team when they see this is how they treat their superstars. So for those of you who didn't hear what Gilbert Arenas had to say, I want to play his comments for you now, and I'm going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Gilbert here.
This team, it just seems like this is probably the best squad that they probably had, and now you have all this Kawhi drama surrounding it. And the fact that you got people inside the organization turning on them right now and throwing all that dirt on them right now. It seems like inside sabotage. Because if you really believe that your team is going to win and you believe that this is it, you're not going to be throwing all this stuff out, because when he gets back in town, he's going to be trying to find out who leaked all this stuff, who's been talking, who's been running their mouth. They need to be gone.
But I think the consensus now in the field is like, well, Kawhi, you don't run shit around here anymore. Everybody seems like around the league gearing up for free agency 2027, Giannis, Joker potentially. A lot of people, I've seen reports like 8 or 9 teams are preparing to try and make these big plays for Giannis and Joker, but they can only be on one team. So a lot of you niggas is going to strike out. So a lot of you are saving money, trying to have cap flexibility, and you're not getting these dudes.
Yeah, the fact that you're going to treat Kawhi like this, and he's the only superstar that's came there willingly. I don't see. Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, when you're talking about getting someone of that stature in that jersey, and this is how you're going to end the relationship. Your money can't change, the history of something.
Yeah, I believe he's eligible for an extension next summer, if I'm not mistaken, as well. That'll be the final year.
He got an extension every other year. It looks like, sounds
Give me
like.
my money.
But I mean,
Nope.
it's one of those things where you bit the Kawhi bullet, you gotta sit with it. It's you have to. Like, it's more about the legacy that you're trying to leave, right? If you throw dirt on his name and kick him out, a lot of other free agents are going to be reluctant to come there.
So you heard what Gilbert Arenas had to say. What are my thoughts about this? I had never considered this. I had never considered this at all. That other superstars will look at this situation and say, nah, man, like, if these guys are not going to cover up, they're not going to cover for their star players, then why would I want to go play there? I understand what Gil is saying, but the Clippers is still LA. And the Lakers only have 12 roster spots. And if all those roster spots are full or there's no cap space, people are still going to go want to play in LA. I've been to Los Angeles one time in my life. And the time I went there, it was in the summer, as a matter of fact. We went to, is it Disney World or Disneyland? I think y'all got Disneyland out there. I don't remember. Disneyland. Then I went to downtown LA. I went to Universal Studio. I even saw Carmelo Anthony that day. But while I was there, I was like, this place can't be real. Like, the weather, the vibe. I'm like, yo, what is this? I get it. When I was there, I saw it. I'm like, I get why people love there. And at that time, I was just like a student. I can't even imagine living there as a multi-millionaire. Oh my Lord, a multi-millionaire? So yes, maybe some stars will look at what the Clippers did and be turned off by it. But let me tell you something, man. If they have the opportunity to go live in LA, they'll get over it. They will get over it. It's still too much of a destination. Some stars may go there. They might not even be preoccupied with winning the championship. They just want to be there. Now, Kawhi at the time, when he was a free agent, he could have signed with the Lakers. So he just didn't want to play with LeBron and these guys, but he really wanted to be in LA. And he was willing to go sign with a franchise that had never won anything. And I think at the time, maybe his thinking was, I just helped the Toronto Raptors team who never won a championship win a championship. I want to go to the Clippers and try to do the same thing. Ultimately, didn't pan out, injuries, et cetera, but that's what I think happened there. Right. So I get what Gil is saying, that yes, this is probably going to make some other stars think twice about becoming a Clipper, but at the same time, it's still LA. And I don't think the Clippers are that much of a turnoff that it will cause a potential free agent who wants to play in that market and be there to all of a sudden say, you know what, man, I'm not going to join the Clippers. I just don't think so. I just don't think so. I could be wrong. Gil is the NBA player here, so he has a different level of expertise on this, but these are just my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we'll catch you guys on the next show. Peace.